there's something that you've been clinging a bit too tightly to that you're needing to let go of. Now, this seems to be like some sort of cycle where you've been in a cycle, right, where like you haven't even necessarily been happy or comfortable, but you've become comfortable in your unhappiness. So like there's been a period of your life where you have kind of been ruled by fear in a way. Like there's been just a lot of worry like on your mind, you know, like kind of with everything. It's like everything that you kind of experience, there's a worry attached to it. And I feel like this could have been going on for many months, if not years, for a lot of you. And it's like, yeah, you've become kind of solidified, kind of grounded, kind of used to this way of thinking, despite the fact that it doesn't actually like fulfill you or make you happy or benefit you in any way. And you're really being urged to move through this and let this go, like just because it's been this way for this amount of time, right? Like the way you think and approach life, that like so much that you've become comfortable with it, that doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to stay that way. And I think right now you're kind of on the brink of changing this thing and closing out this cycle. I think you're on sort of the last legs of this cycle, so to speak, like, and you're kind of gripping to it. Like the universe is like, what, like you need to let this fear go, you need to let this old way of being go, because when you do, there's so much prosperity to come for you. There's so much like feeling grounded and just feeling overall better in life. Like I do see your financial situation improving as well, but it's not even about that. Like it's just about you feeling more grounded, feeling better in yourself, feeling like, you know, you're just enjoying life a bit more and feeling just a lot more comfortable and more happy. Like you've been in this way of thinking for so long. This could be something that even stems from your childhood. Like this is a big cycle for you, and it's really just been depleting your energy so much. Like you deserve to live your life feeling comfortable, feeling grounded, feeling happy, not looking over your shoulder constantly and worrying about like when's the next shoe gonna drop, like when's something gonna go wrong. You shouldn't be living like that, and like you're really being awoken to that right now. Like the universe is really kind of like shoving it in your face, like you need to look at this and realize that this needs to change. And I think you have made progress with this. I think this is something that you are aware of, whoever I'm reading for right now. I think you are aware of this, and like I say, I think you have made progress with this, but you're like on this final stage of this. You see how he's like clinging to the one wand and all the other 8 are behind him. It's like you're so close to ending this cycle. So don't give up now. Like, and it might feel like right now those thoughts, those fears are like coming up even stronger, because it's almost like they know, like they're their own entity. They know that they're not going to be around much longer. For those of you who believe in it, you know, when you believe in energies and like spiritual beings and things like that, there are certain lower vibrational entities, if you believe in it, that attach themselves to fear and they feed off of that. And it is almost like you are really like purging these entities. Like that's honestly what it feels like. And now if you don't believe in that, I'm not projecting any beliefs onto you, but it's something to think about. And I'm not saying that to scare you, because I feel you are coming out of this cycle, and it's kind of just a part of life, you know. Those things are, there's light, there's dark, things exist. But again, not pushing any beliefs onto you. But if that is something that interests you, Lunanate on YouTube, she's a Reiki healer. She has some really good videos to do with that. If you type in Lunanate, like low vibrational energies or cleansing or whatever recommend. Like, she is the queen, and yeah, that might be powerful for you, because I do feel like there are just these attachments, whether you want to call them entities or just fears or mindsets, you know, whatever you want to call it. Doing something like that where you dedicate an amount of time to like healing that through Reiki or meditation or whatever could be really powerful for you. So that's just like a little side message for someone out there. We've got the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. You could be seeing sevens a lot, 777, and the Hermit. You're really being called to journey within and to really look at what it is that, like, where these kind of fearful thoughts and stuff are stemming from. Like, where are they growing from? It's like de-weeding your mind, decluttering your own mind, like going within and really like de-weeding. Like, okay, like imagine like an overgrown garden, which is your mind, and it's like, right, I need to go in there and just fucking rip all these weeds out, do you know what I mean? Because it's ruining like my beautiful garden, right? Like, that's the vibes. And it's like, it might take maintenance, like keeping a garden nice, it takes maintenance, right? Like, it's not like you go in there once, rip all the weeds out, and then you're done. Like, no, this is something where you put consistent effort into it. And I'm not saying like that forever you'll have to be putting the same amount of effort you have been putting in order to not feel fearful the way you have, because I think previously and up until now it's been a pretty uphill battle. But you're at the point where it's sort of becoming, it's like you're climbing a mountain and then it's becoming level, and then you're going to be like going down the mountain. And what I mean by that is like where you've been having this uphill battle of like battling your own thoughts and de-weeding your mind and all this stuff and putting this work into that. It's been quite strenuous. It's been quite like, it's taken a lot of like energy. But because you're making this shift with this cycle, you're making this progress, it's going to become a lot like easier and lighter. And like, that's not to say that you won't have to still keep tending to this garden of your mind, but it will become less work. It will just be like maintaining the good garden, the good thoughts, the good mindset that you have, rather than like a whole long job of de-weeding the whole thing, which takes long. Does that make sense? Like, I hope the metaphor, like the symbolism, I hope you get what I'm saying. But yeah, like, this is really powerful and really beautiful, and you're really on your way to like self-mastery in terms of your mind and like your inner psyche, and getting very much back in touch with your intuition, and your heart, and trusting that a lot more, rather than that being like bogged down by fear, which I think has been holding you back in a lot of respects, especially to do with your career and your money, but also just like I said, your groundedness, your feeling safe in the world, like honestly, just your enjoyment of life, like going out and in experiencing life in a joyful way. Six of Cups, like I feel like this either stems from your childhood or a specific relationship you had in the past where you were like deeply wounded and it's left you very fearful, or both. There's a lot of inner child like stuff coming up here for you, and like these deep rooted emotions and thought patterns. It's not even emotions, it is kind of emotions, but it's more like thoughts and like mindsets and stuff that have become beliefs. But yeah, I really see that you are going to be feeling a big shift with this. You're going to be seeing the progress, you're going to be seeing it pay off in your physical reality, in yourself, in your money, in how you feel, in how you look even, like all of that type of stuff. I'm really just feeling like you honestly have mastered like your own mind. Like obviously you're never going to be at a stage where it's like you know have a negative thought, but in comparison to what it has been, it's going to be completely like on the flip side. Like you're going to feel a lot more confident in your power, connected to your intuition, your spirituality, your creativity, because you have the energy and the space to let that out. So